Welcome back to Cooking with Kaski. My name's Ty, and today we're going to be cooking two different dishes. They're very simple. They're both Italian themed. The first one is going to be a pizza. The next one is going to be a shrimp scampi. Now, both these dishes are very basic. The pizza is more kind of, it's basic, but there are kind of fine stuff you need to know. So that I'm going to focus on more than the shrimp scampi. The shrimp scampi has a lot of parts where you can just chuck in and leave for a while. Yeah, but for the pizza, we're just going to keep it simple. We're just going to do sauce, some oil, mozzarella, Parmesan, nothing too complicated. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Alright, we're going to start off with a medium to high heat stove, put a pan on top, and what you're just going to do is just going to leave a little bit of butter and oil. I'm using extra virgin olive oil for this. Just put a little bit in there. I say a little bit, but then I put quite a bit. Just let it be. Anyways, yeah, just let it sit there, and then we're gonna move on to our next part. All right, next up, we're just gonna be doing like the pizza. So we have the dough here. We're just putting a lot of flour on it because we just don't want it to stick. As you can see there, it was kind of sticking a bit, but yeah, just put as much flour as you can. What I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of making a handmade crust. With my fingers and my palm, just doing a crust and moving it all around. And as you might tell, the voice isn't really syncing up to my lips. That's just because my audio kind of broke when I was recording this, so I'm doing this all back end. So don't worry about it, it'll be fine. Yeah, so then once you kind of spread it out and make your crust, you want to move on with a rolling pin and just, once again, just try to spread out the pizza the best you can. And a rolling pin's a nice way to do this. Just try to spread it out and get all the air bubbles out, because if you don't, it's just going to ruin the pizza, and you're just going to have a lot of air bubbles when you cook it. Like it'll kind of puff up, and it's not good. It's not good to have too many of those. Alright, what I'm doing right now, once again, is I'm just flipping the pizza in the air. Once you can stick with the rolling pin if you feel fine with that. Don't push yourself. I'm comfortable with it, so I'm just spraying the pizza by hand. This makes it a little bit faster, like I said, just a little bit faster, but it's a bit more riskier. I put it after I set it down, I put the wax paper and then the pizza that I had originally, just so it doesn't stick to the pan. Since I don't have proper cooking materials, I'm using what I have at home, like proper pizza cooking. But anyways, I digress. What I'm using right now is just normal pizza sauce you can get at the supermarket. It's not too fancy. However, what I add on after this is I'm adding an oregano and basil seasoning on it. And right after that, I'm going to be adding on the extra virgin olive oil that you saw. I'm going to be spreading that all around. Then I'm also going to be adding fresh mozzarella that I got. I'm putting quite a bit. I think I put a little too much, but it should be fine because it'll melt, and it should all work together. Just trust the process and it'll be fine. Alright, so right after you put on the mozzarella, what you're going to do is you're going to want to put that in the oven for about 6 to 8 minutes at 475. Just leave it in there, check on it every now and then, but just for the most part, let it be. For the shrimp scampi, what we're going to do is we're just going to wait until the butter and oil is melted, and then we're just going to put in garlic and red pepper. You want to leave that in there until it's like fragrant and you can smell it. After that, you just want to add in your shrimp. And we're using quite a large amount of shrimp for this one. I'll get into that later on, why I'm doing that. But just understand that we're using quite a bit now. I didn't want to kind of teach you guys or show you guys how to cook noodles, because I feel like that's self-explanatory. I feel like I'd just bore you guys at that point. So after you put in the shrimp, what you're going to do is just going to move it around. Make sure the shrimp is constantly moving. Play with it a bit. You can let it sit for a while. That's perfectly fine. But just keep the shrimp moving. Make sure it's fully cooked. And all of the ingredients kind of just seep into the shrimp so it retains that flavor. Then after a little bit, you just want to add in a couple more small bits of butter. Don't add too much, just add a bit more and keep on playing with it and moving it around. Once you leave it there, let it sit for a couple of minutes and check back on it when it's a bit more caramelized and just basically what you see right now. Just leave it until you see that. Once you see the shrimp kind of start caramelized, this is just a good indicator that you should start adding in the noodles. And basically with the noodles, as you see around the pan, just like that crusted stuff, that's a kind of good hint that you need more liquid. So what I usually do, and what you should do, is just get a bit of water that you used from cooking the noodles and just pour it in there and just leave it there for a little bit and just move it around and make sure everything's getting cooked and the kind of juices are getting retained in both the noodles and the shrimp, and it should take care of all of that. I'm adding fresh parsley, and I put it on there and then just mix it up and play with it. And once again, just make sure everything's cooked and everything is getting the proper amount of heat that it needs. And don't worry about the liquid if it may seem like too much. I'm showing you right now, it'll be more than fine. Just leave it there and it'll work itself out. Yeah, just keep on moving and let it sit there. After a little bit, what I'm adding is I'm adding salt and pepper, kind of just to let it get another bit of flavor. But after you kind of add that in, just wait a couple minutes and turn off the heat, and you should be good. And you're ready to plate. All right, so here we have the pizza. Looks very good. Let me just close this here up real quick. Dog. Anyways, I had trouble cutting this just because I don't have the what I used to have like for proper cutting material. But anything will really do. I needed to use a fork here, but it's whatever. So here we have the final product. We have the 2 slices of pizza and the shrimp scampi, which looks aesthetically very good. Doc, what are you doing? You having fun there? Alrighty, everything's done. Let's give this a try. We're gonna start off with the shrimp scampi, so it's been out a little bit longer. Has time to cool while we let the pizza cool. I'm saying cool a lot. Cool. Alright, give this a try. Ooh, that's actually really nice. That's nice because it has, as you expect from a shrimp scampi, the nice like seafood taste of the shrimp. The first beginning part. Beginning part, you get the nice taste, and then at like a little midway kick, here's just a midway kick from the red peppers that we added. Oh, that's actually really good. Go back for seconds. The red pepper also doesn't linger for a long time. It's a nice kick that happens and then stays for a tiny bit, but then overall goes away. I really did enjoy that. I don't think there was too much I could have done to that. Maybe could have done a little bit more with the seasoning, but overall, I think that was really well done. I'm quite proud of that. Now we're just gonna move on to the pizza that I made. And let's hope this isn't, let's hope this doesn't burn me. It's a nice crust. Bottom doesn't seem doesn't seem burnt at all. Seems almost perfect. All right, I have a decent idea about that. The best way I can explain it, like, it's a very good pizza. I'm very proud of how it went out. The only thing that I might have changed was I would have got like actual basil, because the stuff I had was like a combination of oregano, basil, and I'm just a little sad. I mean, it turned out very well. I'm very proud of it, and the best way I can kind of compare it to is the one from Copper Pint, the one up in Shakopee by Walmart and the Southbridge Crossing movie theater. They have a very similar pizza to this, and it's almost like the taste wise the exact same. I'm actually really happy with that. Then again, though, I did work at a pizza place for like, I don't know, 2.5 years or more, so yeah. Anyways, yeah. Getting off topic. I did really enjoy this. I think this turned out almost perfect. Yeah. These are just two really simple dishes that you can make at home. I'm actually making these for a family gathering. We're celebrating someone's graduation. I know it's early, but they're gonna be going off. I can't remember where, but they're just gonna have to be going off very soon. Like right after they graduate, they're leaving. It's not to military, it's to some other thing. I think they got an internship, but anyways, yeah. These are just two amazing dishes you can make that's quick. The family's gonna love them, and it's relatively cheap. So yeah, if you like this, please like, subscribe, leave a comment about what you want me to do for the next video. I don't really have it planned, but I'm thinking of doing it with some other of my friends, having them on, and maybe doing like a competition type thing. We still have to figure out the details, but yeah. Yeah, JHS, Creative Communications, both for YouTube and Spotify. There's pretty much anything on there. Anything that you might like, they probably have a video or a podcast related to that video. So yeah, please check them out. Give them love. Yeah. Thanks for watching.